nervous today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Were you pleased with that performance tonight?
Yes, definitely. And can I just say thank you very, very much to my mum for helping me all these years with my singing and...
You get me going, you know. You've got to stop this kind of thing.
Let's go over to the judges, Piers.
Well, I just don't believe you're 12, and that's the end of it. I can't believe it. No 12-year-old in the world should have a voice like that. I mean, it's extraordinary to listen to you. I said it in the last round, you sound like a woman twice your age. It's spine-tingling listening to you sing. I mean, they said we wouldn't find this year another Paul Potts, another moment to reach that height. I think first with Andrew Johnston, and now with you, we have reached that height and possibly higher. It's been incredible.
Yeah, I mean, you blow my mind every time I hear you sing. You have the most heavenly, pure voice, and you have such great breath control and poise for a girl your age. I mean, just a stunning performance, darling. Well done.
Well, Faryl, you know, I watched you just before you started to sing, you know, standing there shaking like a leaf, and then you were a long time, because that was honestly not just great for this country, it was world class. And I think, I said this the very first time I met you, I think you're special. And that was, for me, the absolute best performance of the night so far.
Wow, Faryl, I think Mum and Dad are very proud, but you should be very, very proud of yourself. Well done.
Well done this evening. If you think Faryl Smith should be performing for Prince Charles, the number to call is 090 11 32 22 08. Remember, lines don't open until we've seen all 10 acts. Ladies and gentlemen, Faryl Smith.
Time for another quick break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you blow my mind every time I hear you sing. You have the most heavenly, pure voice, and you have such great breath control and poise for a girl your age. I mean, just a stunning performance, darling. Well done.
Well, Faryl, you know, I watched you just before you started to sing, you know, standing there shaking like a leaf, and then you were a long time, because that was honestly not just great for this country, it was world class. And I think, I said this the very first time I met you, I think you're special. And that was, for me, the absolute best performance of the night so far.
That was incredible.
I can see you going absolutely all the way.
Escala! Simply phenomenal.
Escala!
We had such an amazing night last night.
If that doesn't get the royal seal of approval, I don't know what act will.
We just can't believe that we're lucky enough to have the opportunity to do it again. Growing up, our parents have had to put up with a lot. You know, obviously a violin doesn't sound that nice when you're learning. But hopefully tonight we can make them proud.
Escala just turned classical music on its head.
Up until now, we've been this background quartet for parties or weddings. We desperately don't want to go back to what we've been doing for the last few years. We've now got a taste of what Centre Stage is really about, and we just so want this more than anything.
Tonight, Escala have got to try and go a step further than the semi-final. That will not be easy.
We've just got to up our game and give it all we've got.
For tonight's performance, we're doing what we do best. It's the track we first ever performed together, and it means a lot to us, and we're just going to give the performance of our lives.
Please welcome Escala!
We've got them on their feet again. Now, it must have been quite a crazy 24 hours for you girls. You won, you were in here winning last night, the semi-final, back here for the final. Has it just been a bit of a whirlwind?
It really has. I mean, it's really bizarre. We've, you know, lack of sleep and just, you know, tension, but excitement mostly. It's just been such an exciting ride for us, and we've been so excited about tonight.
What time did you finish up last night?
We got back to the hotel at 4.
Hardcore! Hardcore alert!
Not partying!
Yeah, whatever. Let's see what the judges made of it. Piers?
I'm very glad we're not voting tonight, because I don't know how the hell the British public are going to work this out, because that was another incredible performance. I mean, you girls are my favourite act, because I wanted an act this year that was a bit different, original, something that was glamorous, sparkling, you know, electrifying in parts, that we could stick on the Royal Variety Show and just blow them all away, and you're it. You're brilliant. Loved it.
A guy backstage described you as top birds. Kind of doesn't really fit, but you are, obviously. But you're a class act. I mean, I can't think of anything else to say. You look beautiful. They're top birds. They play beautifully. They look stunning. I always love your shoes. I know I'm not supposed to be looking at your feet. But, you know, I think you're world class. You could represent this country all over the world terrifically well.
This has gone beyond my expectations tonight, because I've seen 3 or 4 acts who are simply brilliant, and you are one of them. After the shambles of the Eurovision Song Contest last week, and we haven't done great in the football recently, along come you 4, and I've got to tell you, I agree with Amanda, you could represent Britain around the world to show just how talented we are, because that was simply incredible. Like you said, I can't call this. I mean,
I don't know how they're going to vote.
This is the closest competition I've ever been involved with. I mean, that was a really, really good performance. Very proud of you girls.
Is this all just adding to the whirlwind of the last 24 hours?
It's just unbelievable. It's just gone beyond whatever we could have ever expected, and I can't speak.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. If Escala are your winners, then the number to call is 09011 32 22 09. For the lines won't open until we've seen all 10 acts. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Escala!